Today's the day after Thanksgiving and we're kind of being a little bit lazy, so I'm about to fix breakfast, but it's later than we would normally eat. But I just couldn't resist, even all through Thanksgiving. We were too busy to do it this whole week of getting ready. But ever since I made the hominy last week, I've been really excited about making this breakfast. So first I found the recipe in this Hillbilly cookbook, or Hillbilly Cooking is it, mountain style. I think maybe the Smoky Mountain National Park used to put this out. It's it's just a little pamphlet-like book. Let's see if it tells me in here. No, maybe it wasn't them. Hillbilly Cooking by the Tates, copyright 1968. Clinch Mountain Lookout, Thornhill, Tennessee. You might have seen them somewhere. I think there's more than one of them. Anyway, it's kind of made, it's made to sell to people, tourists and things like that. So it's like saying we're hillbillies, and kind of got that kind of there on the back with the hillbilly with his gun and kind of poking fun at us, if you will. But it's got some really good recipes in it. Lots of old ones, as you might guess. And some of them that I've seen like this, I think they put out other ones. They have some little tidbits about the culture and stuff like that. Just little small, areas. Even some of these are like sarvice berries. Here, I'll read this one. Really service berries, but we say sarvice, the sarvice tree. Right after the 1st of May, you have to run to find ripe berries, and they're sort of hard to get at, of course, because they're so high in the trees. Why they're hard to get at, they've got GIT. But a sarvice pie cooks about like blackberries, except you don't get the juice, so add a smidgen of water, and that's just the whole recipe. I mean, that's just the whole little information about that. Sarvice berries are delicious. They have great taste. But they're hard, like they said, they're hard to get at because they grow high in the tops of the trees. So I'm not sure. I guess in the old days they were determined enough to climb up there and get them, or I don't know how they got them. Anyway, but the ones I've had's been very few and usually just a little handful, not enough to do anything with, but they're delicious. Anyway, it's just got recipes like that. So I was looking through this for something else, and I just happened to see hashed hominy. Hashed hominy. I thought, okay, what is this? So it says this goes fine with sausage or kraut or both. Well, I'm not going to have sausage. I'm going to have ham left over from yesterday's Thanksgiving meal. But I have a jar of kraut that's already opened in the refrigerator, so I got it out. So this is the recipe. 2 cups of strained hominy. I guess strained because it's been probably what they're talking about had been canned maybe, and it had liquid in it. Mine's just where it's been in the refrigerator. And I don't have 2 cups, so I'm not going to be doing the recipe exactly. 4 well-beaten eggs, butter as needed, salt and pepper for seasoning, brown hominy in skillet over medium heat. Use about 1 tablespoon of butter or cooking oil. Put in beaten eggs with hominy, season and stir. When hominy gets brown, remove and serve. I don't know why it says look. Gets brown look, I guess. Okay, gets a brown look to it. So, I think what I'm going to do, that's basically you're making scrambled eggs with hominy. But the interesting part is, so I seen this recipe and I thought, okay, sometime this week I'm going to make this breakfast. And then in the hominy video, since then, several people have commented and said, I love hominy with scrambled eggs. You make scrambled eggs with your, fry the hominy and pour your eggs in, make scrambled eggs with hominy. It's so good. So several of you have already been eating this wonderful dish. So that made me want to try it even more, of course. So I have some leftover ham, like I said, here from yesterday, from the ham that my sister-in-law brought. So I'm going to fry up a few pieces of ham, make our scrambled eggs and hominy, see how that tastes. And I've got my kraut. I'm just going to make toast to go with this. So I've got toast in the toaster. And then I think I'll slice, I was thinking about jelly or honey or something like that. But then I thought, I've got my apple stack cake. That's almost like eating applesauce. So I'm going to slice some slices of that that was left over from yesterday too. And I think this will just be a delicious breakfast. But I'm most excited though about the hominy. My ham is done, of course, because we had it yesterday. I'm just going to warm it up, fry it a little bit on both sides, and it'll be done. I've got me some butter here, and then I'm just going to start putting I wonder if I've let it get hot enough. Yep. Start putting some of the hominy out. I'm just going to let it brown for a few minutes and then I'll add the eggs. Add some salt and pepper to it though. Boy, I'm making a mess. I'm throwing pepper and salt everywhere. Okay, it's popping out on me. I think I'm going to turn down the heat and put in the eggs. It's popping like popcorn, which is funny since it is corn. Oh my goodness, it smells so good too. It's funny, eggs go with so many different things. So I can see why somebody thought, well, I'm going to put hominy in my eggs. I'll let that just continue to cook slowly and I'm going to get my ham out. I think they're done. We like ours kind of soft scrambled, but those are pretty much scrambled. So I'm going to turn off the heat and then fix our plates. Some of our wonderful kraut, since they said it goes good, I'm going to trust the Tates there. I know it'll go good with that ham. Looks like a very nice after Thanksgiving breakfast for sure. And really easy. Scrambled eggs is always easy. Toast. The cake was already made, the ham was already made, and the kraut was already made. So that's super simple. Right, Matt, I surprised you. I made your plate for you, which I never do. But here, I've plated your food.
I'm worried about what's coming.
So this is eggs with hominy.
Cool.
And of course, the cookbook said it goes really good with kraut or with sausage. I said, well, I don't have any sausage, but I got kraut, so that's where the kraut come from. That's good. That was a piece of egg and hominy. I'm just eating that without my toast so far. Mmm. Mmm.
Very good. I like it.
Really good. the texture of the hominy is different than the eggs. And the taste is different too, of course. The hominy's like got a nutty kind of flavor against the velvety richness of the hominy. I mean, of the eggs.
I like it.
Might be a slightly big bite there.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Now you gotta try the kraut with it.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I like it.
Of course, we have to admit we like kraut with anything. But it goes good together. You notice I give you a piece of cake? I was thinking about like honey or sorghum or jelly, but then I thought, hey, I've got the leftover apple stack cake, and that's pretty much like applesauce and biscuits almost, isn't it?
Yeah, very good.
And Aunt Kim's leftover ham.
That's a fine meal.
That's good.
Where's this been?
Well, I didn't know about it.
I like it.
I was telling them, I found the recipe in this old book, and so I seen it and thought, oh, I'm going to do that. And then, but before I could do it, several people said, Tipper, you should try hominy. My favorite way to eat hominies was scrambled eggs. So there's a lot of people out there doing that. So I just had never heard of that. So thanks to all of you who told us, and I guess thanks to me for finding the cookbook. I've had it for years, but I was looking for a specific something and just happened to see hominy in that and thought, okay.
That's very good. I like
Very
that.
good. So we hope you enjoyed seeing another way to use hominy. We're always glad when you stop by to help us celebrate Appalachia.